Hi, I'm Sean Smith, President and Head Tool Design Engineer for Smith Machine & Tool. Today, I'll be going over Smith Machine & Tool's portable roller swedging tool. I'll go over the components used in our tool, how to swedge a bearing, and a general maintenance guideline. If you need to swedge a bearing on a part that cannot be used in a drill press or it's difficult to reach, then you're going to want to use a portable roller swedging tool. The Smith Machine & Tool portable roller swedging tool is operated by hand using a half-inch socket wrench to tighten and ratchet. Our tools are designed to be used in tight clearance areas or for on-the-wing swedging and repair. Let's get into the components of the tool. The SMT portable roller swedging tool includes three main components: roller swedging unit, flip ring for the first and second side swedge base, and a holding base for the flip ring. Although several smaller components make up the roller swedging unit, to complete a bearing swedge, you use the unit in its assembled form, so I'll go into detail on those individual components when walking through how to properly clean and maintain this tool. The flip ring has the flat base for a first side swedge and also an angled second side base to emulate a first and second side base on a drill press roller swedging tool. The first side base portion is flat to center the bearing axially within the housing of a part during the first side swedge. The second side base portion is angled to match the V-groove of a pre-swedge bearing. The holding base holds the flip ring in place when executing the swedge. All Smith Machine & Tool portable roller swedging tools have the roller swedging unit and holding base labeled with the bearing number as well. Smith Machine & Tool also offers custom tooling, both stocked as well as made-in-a-day options for various applications, based on difficult part configuration, tight clearance situations, rib sections, reduced clearance areas, or custom-sized bearings. Now, I'm going to walk through how to complete a full swedge using the tool. First, disassemble the holding side by backing out the holding cap screw. Insert the roller swedging side with the pilot through the bore of the unswedged bearing. Then arrange the flip ring so that the flat side is facing the race of the bearing. Assemble the holding base by tightening the holding base cap screw through the threaded pilot. Thread the holding base by hand until it is hand snug. Next, apply grease to the rollers and base of the bearing. Begin to rotate the roller swedging side by hand to ensure the wheels are seated in the V-groove of the bearing. Apply slight ratchet tension to the holding side, drawing together the roller swedge side and the holding side. Continue rotating the roller swedging side and apply gradually more pressure, only tightening the holding side a few degrees at a time. Do not over-tighten the holding side as it may dent or gall the bearing during the roller swedging process. Swedge the bearing by tightening and rolling until you achieve a 50 to 70% swedge on the first side. Then disassemble the holding base by backing out the holding cap screw and removing the holding base and roller swedge side from the bearing. Reverse the tool and insert the roller swedging tool with pilot facing the unswedged bearing side of the bearing. Also, reverse the flip ring so that the angled side swedge will be facing the bearing on the previously swedged side. Thread the cap screw of the holding side through the threaded pilot until hand snug. Repeat the tightening and rolling like the first side until a 90 to 100% swedge is achieved. Begin checking with a 5/1000 feeler gauge to confirm if a full swedge has been complete on the second side. Finally, continue to tighten and roll 2 more times on each side of the bearing until 100% swedge is complete on both sides. After each lot use, you should take the portable roller swedging tool apart and clean it. Following these proper general maintenance steps is important because it both extends the life of the tool and ensures quality the next use. Remove the set screw on the holding base to extract the holding base, thrust bearing, and washer stack up. On the roller switch side, the half-inch hex nut can be removed in a vise to extract the screw, thrust bearing, and washer stack up. To remove the pilot, back off the set screw between the retainer and the pilot using an Allen wrench, holding the screw in the roller switching base, and rotate the pilot using the flat sections until the pilot is threaded off the screw. The screw can now be removed with the thrust bearing washer stack up. Now that the tool is taken apart, check each of the components for cracking or damage between usage. Remove any microscopic debris to prevent damage and lubricate each part using a generous amount of high-pressure grease such as Aeroshell 33. The retainer plate and rollers can be removed and cleaned. The surface in which the rollers rotate can be cleaned with a high-speed lathe polish using maroon Scotch-Brite. Apply a generous amount of high-pressure thread grease such as Aeroshell 33.